Patriot League History Friday, Will Coletti of Army. For BU, freshman Madden Murphy handles the draw duties, took all 24 Friday against Lafayette. Mike McCloskey, Micah Harrell, Timothy Chechia are the on-field officials, and here we go. It's Colgate out of the gate with a face-off win. Visiting unis for the Raiders from Hamilton.
You know, obviously heavy underdogs against a heavily favored Army team, and they came out and really they executed and just played so well and really took it to Army.
Favreau from Druin. And the first goal of the game out of the gate. BU wins the face-off. Quick shot right on to Lacombe, who's got the stop. Head-to-head with Madden Murphy. And a big day in the face-off dot. Head-to-head with Lafayette. In the semifinals here. 10-man ride. The net is empty on a bounce. Comes right to Connor, and it's easy. The slam dunk.
Aggressive against the 10-man, and that's exactly why Colgate up 2-0 here.
Connor, a career best 3 goals, career best 5 assists. Head-to-head with Army on Friday in the semifinals. Colgate does win the draw. So not just a 2-0 lead, but possession here in the half field. Kyle Rummel, a sophomore. 11-27 against Will Coletti. We told you about Friday. The Patriot League drew it already 1-1 for 2. Just like Friday's semifinal win over top-seeded Army, a 3-0 start. Ended up winning that game by 3. Face-off win, dangerous pass back to Lacombe, but he's got it again. 2 against the Leopards here on Friday in the semis. Big goal for BU. Flags waved off. Now a draw. Can they win this face-off with their freshman? Madden Murphy the battle. Wing play effective. Colgate's got it. Turner spins, he scores! Jack Turner. Rifle tally for Colgate. His 50th of the season. 4-1 Raiders.
And that is a great example of how they love to play early offense. I'd say 98% of the teams are gonna, around the country, are gonna pull this one out. No, we're going, we're dodging. Spins to the inside, steps, rips. Again, that's a 4-on-4 set. There's really not much there, but they force the action and make a really big play, extend that lead back to 3.
High volume shooter, 3 of 13 Friday against Army in the semis. 3-0 for 3. You know, Jackson Eicher's Patriot League season, maybe not the NCAA tournament season, is over. 54 goals for Eicher, academy record. Had 3 here on Friday, 6 points in the semis against Colgate. 50 for 2.
The Colgate alumni base is just as impressed by the caliber of student athletes that this team possesses. Dave?
It's worked so well up in Hamilton, no question. All of his seniors came back. As he told us yesterday, Steve, that was so important to keep building at Colgate.
To the inside and able to finish for Colgate.
Shorty Luke Davis was a great attackman in high school to switch to short stick defensive midfielder. Tough matchup there on Turner at 6'4". Basking Ridge, New Jersey. Now the scrum. Wing play, critical. Who's going to get this one? Murphy head-to-head with Rummel. Eventually awarded Colgate again. Yates has got it in his stick, and let's see. Go back down to Page.
I listened into the BU huddle, and Coach Jack Rowlett brought a lot of fire to the guys, and clearly it worked. He yelled, "Play your game, don't give it to them. You know it's going to be hard, it's the finals, it's supposed to be hard. And for the next 7 minutes, play your game." And one of the players added, "Guys, our backs are against the walls, let's play." Back to you, Dave.
A BU player, last 4 years, over 40 goals. You mentioned those tremendous former Terrier attackmen. Now it's Core's turn. Big goal there in transition with the goalie Lacombe. Left the cage empty. Push violation, Colgate re-trigger here, BU at midfield. Or Shanahan, now Core on fire now. 3 in a row to make things really interesting. Murphy trying to win the draw. He's eventually taken by the Colgate shorty Charlie Lohman. 3 ground balls for him answering play today. Effective though in the matchup zone defense we told you about. Lohman harassed near the midfield stripe.
Be glued to him, and that's a few times here today. A couple good looks and a couple shots that finished with goals. Off ball, they've got to do a much better job.
Rory Connor 1 for 2. His brother has the goal we saw on the broken play. Easy slam dunk for the 6'4" Liam Connor. Murphy is out for the draw. Violation Colgate. Here's a re-trigger for BU in our back and forth second quarter. 2 for 2 against Lehigh in the quarters. Had a goal against Army. In the semifinals here on Friday from Western Canada. Box, lacrosse background, those quick hands in tight quarters. Win BU faceoff. Core spinning there. McConnell off balance. The shot is backed up. 4-1 Colgate after the first. Expanded to 5-1 lead on Turner's second. He had a hat trick on 8 shots in half number 1. Here we go, second half's underway. And a Colgate win out of the gate. Hits a shot, bounced over Barnes. A blast there from Rummel. Trying for the quick draw and the quick goal for Colgate to begin the second half.
Picking up right where they left off on offense here.
As Ryan Poley told us this week in our discussion with the BU head coach O'Connell, out of position for a couple of years. 4th, 5th attackman, EMO type, played some midfield with all the great attackmen BU had, but with the roster renovation this year, a new life. Yates off the ground. Overruns that by a stride. Taken back by Erickson, then some great defense for BU. Kem has got it in the 6-foot pole.
Supposed to be on Rory Connor, and that's definitely a guy you can't leave open.
3 and 4 for 7 against Army. Semifinals, Turner hit his release that shot. Bumped shoulder to shoulder by Stiles. Back down a page, more on Druin.
Hunter Druin is one of Colgate's most dynamic players, as we saw there, but his impact goes far beyond the field. Druin is the face of Colgate's Lacrosse Out Cancer initiative, a cause that hits home because he himself is a childhood cancer survivor. Over the last 2 years, he's helped the team raise more than $30,000 for cancer-related charities. Back to you.
Such a great cause, amazing work off the field, and what a story. Connor on the way, in the goal again. Freshman Rybrook, New York, he had that hockey rebound goal here on Friday against Army. And Turner came together at the same time. His stick got there first. Face-off win, BU. Desperately need a good possession. Logan Stiles off the wing. Second team All-Patriot League performer, 1-0 for 1 against Lafayette on 6 shots here in the semis on Friday. Face-off win. Here comes Colgate again, and Turner. First to whistle, first to timeout. Interesting timeout as things were in transition, and Turner.
Yeah, it is just absolutely humming right now on offense.
Matt Carwick, Colgate's coach, said this week about Quinton. He's a scrapper, always around the ground balls and trying to take advantage. Broken stick on that play. Kyle Rummel out of the gate for Colgate. Face-off win. 3 and 2 for 5 partner for Druin. On 6 shots, he's been awesome. Face-off violation, Colgate. So re-trigger for BU. In a big hole, under 2 to go in the third. Fox near the midfield line. Yates, good news, back on the field for Colgate. Being shaken up in that hard hit by Davis earlier here in the third. Druin, first team All-Patriot League, showing us
Off-ball play with it just led to some really easy goals for Colgate.
Colgate's single season assist leader, Liam Connor, has another goal here. Most points for any Colgate player as the third comes to an end since Peter Baum's huge Tewaaraton Trophy winning season in 2012. 13 goal advantage, 13 goals in this game, and the largest lead this year for Colgate throughout their season. BU has not led, Steve, in this championship game. Colgate, emblematic of the way this is. 1 and 2 for 3 for the Penn State transfer Brendan Kelly, head-to-head with Colgate. Senior night at Nickerson Field on the BU campus. But this has been a much different story today as the rain continues to fall here at West Point. Fox trying to win the ball back. BU does have it.
Thing interesting is they're going to have to do a great job at the dot.
Colgate 15-26 so far. They've had the advantage in so many categories today. Kyle Rummel takes the draw head-to-head with Kostes. The freshman for BU takes the draw, but that pass is errant and turnover by the Terriers.
Just got to take his time there with that pass. Pressure was coming from him from behind, so he could have just...
No shot.
No, I've never seen a play like that.
But when it's going well, it's going well. What a day. Rummel, face-off dot's been awesome. Big factor today for Colgate.
Absolutely.
Wins another face-off right back to the Raiders. Up by...
And got to start to push out and try to create some turnovers.
Back down a page.
Dave, like you said, Zach Travellini is truly the heartbeat of this team. Both Jimmy O'Connell and Coach Ryan Poli agree. He is the leader that fires everyone up. As one of the three captains, he's not just about leading the field. He holds his team.
This week, after the senior night win over Colgate last week at Nickerson Field of BU, he told the parents, look, guys like Jimmy O'Connell played out of position a couple years, finally as an attackman, he's in the spot he feels most comfortable, most effective. He's had a big year against Harvard back on February 18th. He's got a point now in 33 straight games dating back to their 2023 season. Bruin fabulous today. Or if he does win the draw, for BU.